ṣé a ti sọ pé fún mi lọ́lọ́pàá méjì tó bá tiẹ̀ sọ pé bàbá fẹ́ jọmọ gbé tòró ti parọ́ ọ̀rú ẹ̀rí ó ní bàbá àwọn jọmọ sínú pólí báàgì ní kò dùn gbà tó lọ sílé sínú ọmọ inú àpò ọ̀rá ni ọmọ àlè tó gbé dání àti gbogbo wa láàmú ok ó ti jọmọ sínú pólí báàgì ó ti wà níbẹ̀ tó gbé nǹkan ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ tá a dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pọ́ ọmọ àlè dẹ̀ ní Liam ṣó dẹ̀ tún yẹ kó jẹ́ pé kí ló ṣe é pé Mohbad tó ti pa kó dẹ̀ tún wá gbé jogún ẹ̀ kó tún jogún ẹ̀ ibo ló ti ń ṣerú ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ́ni tó bá tọ́mọ ẹ̀ òun ló ń jẹun ọmọ ẹ̀ tí ò bá sí pé ká o lè olójú kòkòrò ọ̀dọ́kọ aṣẹ́wó olóbò wami ó ti fojú ọmọ yẹn rí lójú ayé ẹ̀ ó ti fi rí ìwọ kan náà lọ́lọ́run fún ó ti fún lóògùn oorun ó máa lọ dóko ní yàrá kejì ṣé bàbá fẹ́ parọ́ mú ẹni but gbogbo àwọn wèrè tó ń tẹ̀lé ẹ náà wọn ò ní làákàyè bàbá ń parọ́ náà ní mímọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá fẹ́ gbà nínú rọ́ ọ nítorí ogún ni ẹ mú bàbá yẹn ẹ máa fi bàbá yẹn wé ni ẹ máa fi bàbá oníbàbá wọ́ ni ẹ máa fi bàbá oníbàbá ṣe ni kí ló ṣe fún yín ó lóun fẹ́ mú nǹkan tó méjì ló béèrè kò lóun ò gbọ́ ọmọ tó bá jọmọ Mohbad ẹ ṣe DNA ni tó bá ṣe tó bá jọmọ òun á gbọ́ ọmọ lọ́wọ́ nǹkan ní ọdún méjì kínú bí ni nàá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá jọmọ wọn á gbà á nǹkan tó béèrè òun dẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ ẹni tó pa ọmọ òun torí kú tọmọ òun kú kò ń ṣe kú lásán ṣó ti nǹkan tó béèrè ti pọ̀ jù ta ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ̀tá ẹ̀ tí ò ní béèrè nǹkan méjèèjì yẹn bàbá ṣẹ̀yìn ọjọ́ bá ti lọ ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bú bàbá oníbàbà nítorí kí ni Wùnmí tó yẹ kẹ́ fèsì kẹ́ ẹ bá sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìtorí kírú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn má ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ tí yín náà lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la ẹ̀ bá sọ instead of that ẹ̀ fọwọ́ pa lórí ni gbogbo yín lẹ máa rí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run gbogbo yín pátápátá lẹ máa rí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run. torí ẹ gbàdúrà nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá yẹn kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ilẹ̀ ṣé sọ̀pọ̀ ti Wùnmí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ rí wọ́n kà ẹ̀yìn ìka òdẹ̀jẹ́ ṣe tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìyábọ̀ olè ló ń pààyàn alára gígan bíi búrẹ́dì àgègè tó ti gbẹ ó gbó sí gbogbo bọ́dì olórí burúkú ìdí nǹkan burúkú ò ṣe lẹ́yìn òun ìdí nǹkan burúkú kò ní ṣe lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ á ti máa gbáwájú á ti máa gbẹ̀yìn ó ṣàǹwá nǹkan tó máa fi lé ní Naira Marley ó ti sáré lọ ká tó ṣẹ́jú báwo lọ̀rọ̀ DJ Splash ló ṣe wọnú ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad suddenly akọ̀rí pọ́ tún ti sáré lọ gbọ́mọ yẹn ó ti interview ẹ̀ kọ́ lè sọ pé Naira Marley máa ń ba yí àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ ó máa ń bà torí owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bí a lè fìbínú tó bá nílì yẹn dáadáa a lè fìbínú kó gbogbo owó Mohbad sílẹ̀ fún wọn bí a tọ́wọ́n bá fún tó bá gbẹ ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òkú ọ̀run gan sùn ìyẹn tátọ́ pẹ̀lú wọn ni òun ló ń bi nínú olórí burúkú kò ṣàwá ní ẹ̀ kò ní lè méèkì owó kankan mọ́ òun bá yé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ òdẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ ká yé ọmọ tiẹ̀ dá who does that ṣọlọ́run sùn ni ọlọ́run ò sùn oníkálukú ló máa kẹsàn iṣẹ́ ọjọ́ irun tí yàn bá gbìn òun ló máa ká ó lè gbàlùbọ́ sàǹsìn kó ló fẹ́ ká gbàdo kò pọ́síbù irun tó bá ti gbìn òun náà ni kò máa retí pé ó máa ká kí ló dé ẹ̀yin ọ̀bàyé jẹ́ ti ẹ̀pọ̀ nílé ayé yìí ẹ máa ṣẹ̀sín ni àṣírí yín ò ní bó ẹ máa ṣẹ̀sín ni ọmọ ẹ náà ni òun nìyẹn ó dìsẹ̀ ẹsẹ̀ wàdúró èpè wọ́n ló lọ́ fọwọ́ wọ́n fà á fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà nítorí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọ ti ní orí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ìyá bá ṣẹ̀ láti ìran àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ sìn àwọn iṣẹ́ ìbàjẹ́ tó ń ṣe lórí pé ó ti padà sórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ìwọ náà lè sọ pé inú ẹ̀ ń dùn náà o lè ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń rí gbogbo èpè tó ń gbà lọ́tún lósì rẹ̀ inú ẹ̀ ń dùn Ìyábọ̀ wá jókòó tó bá kù wọ nìkan tó bá rí ibi tó ti ń gbé ẹṣẹ́ pè tọmọtọmọ ó máa sunkún mi ó máa sunkún mi tó bá bọ́ síta wàá kàn máa rẹ́rìn wá ṣe bí ẹni tí inú ẹ̀ dùn inú ò dùn Ìyábọ̀ inú ẹ̀ ò dùn kò sí nǹkan kan tó jọ pé inú ẹ̀ ń dùn wọ́n gangan ni inú ẹ̀ ń bàjẹ́ jù èyí tó dẹ̀ yẹ kó wá bó ṣe máa ṣàtúnṣe lọ́tún ló sì pé lúkì ẹ̀ èyí tí mo forí gba èpè tó Wunmi bọ́ síta kó lọ jẹ́wọ́ ara ẹ̀ èyí tí mo ṣe ó ti tó wo ọmọ mi ló dìsọ́wọ́ ló dìsọ́kú sẹ́sẹ̀ yẹn má jẹ́ kí nǹkan burúkú ṣẹlẹ̀ mí níbi tí fẹ́ sáré dé bọ́ ti kà yẹn. ó ti wà nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ yín. ìka yín dẹ̀ máa kà ẹ́ ni tó bá ti lè ṣòdodo gbogbo ẹ̀dá tó bá ti lè ṣòdodo ní ayé ọ̀sán alá tó bá lọ sókè ilẹ̀ ló ń bọ̀ ẹni tó bá nawọ́ ọ̀ka kan sọmọlà kejì ẹ̀ mẹ́sàn-án tó kù kó máa jẹ́ títí ẹ̀ Ìyábọ̀ kò sí ibi tí ẹ̀sùn ò ti ní ké gbogbo wa la máa kẹsàn-án ṣe ọwọ́ wa ká tó lọ bọ̀tọ̀ wọn mú ẹ tó jẹ́ kó máa tún forí gbé tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbésí ayé wọn ọmọ yẹn gangan ló yẹ kó ṣàánú tó bá jẹ́ kó fẹ́ ṣe nìsín ló yẹ kó ti lè kọ́ nìsín gangan ló ti yẹ kó ti sùn kó ti pàrọ̀nù rẹ kó ti yẹ̀wò kó ti padà pé ọmọ wa tí mò ń wù yìí ọmọ iṣẹ́ ibi tí mò ń wù yìí ọmọ ọmọ yóò máa gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ jẹ̀rí ẹ̀ báyìí ẹ̀ ń torí ẹjọ́ alẹ́ mi kó tètè ṣàtúnṣe kéèyàn ṣàtúnṣe nǹkan kó má bàjẹ́ kó lè nísinmi lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ó dáa ju pé kó máa filẹ̀ kó máa bàjẹ́ lọ ìtorí ẹkún ọjọ́ ọ̀la ni kò ń ṣe nísìnyí ọjọ́ ọ̀la gidi ni tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n máa padà nígbà tí ọ bá ṣe lè tọ́ bá ṣe lè á ní ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ́ bá yí ọ̀wọ́n jẹ́ wọ́n sì máa fèsì ẹ tó bá yá Ìyábọ̀ ọwọ́ mú ẹ yìí máa fèsì ẹ tó bá yá jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan bí ó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan kí ní yóò work wàá gbọ́ wá sọ pé àwọn ò tiẹ̀ mọ àwọn ò mọ bó ṣe rí báyìí àwọn ò mọ bó ṣe rí báyìí síù ló ń bá yí ọ̀wọ́n jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ yìí máa sọ́kùn ẹ lójú tó bá wá mọ̀ wọn rẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó pẹ́ dìgbà táwọn ọmọ ẹ máa fojú ẹ̀ ráre tó jẹ́ pé nígbà tẹ̀sán bá ń ké lórí ọ̀wọ́n ọmọ ẹ wọn máa wá kọjú ìjà sí ẹ nígbà tó yẹ kó máa rẹ́rìn kó máa dùn ẹ́ ìgbà yẹn bá máa sọ pé àkáǹgbọ́tò mọ́ mi owó náà bá yá yẹn o ìyá tó jẹ́ pé òun ló bá yí ọ̀wọ́n jẹ́ débi tó wà yìí ìyá tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣépè fún ni kiri yìí ni ìyá tó jẹ́ pé ó ń dójú tọ̀ wọ́n kiri yìí ni Ìyábọ̀ ibi tí yóò sọ̀rọ̀ dé gan ó ti yí ẹ.
ẹ ṣé ma mọ́mí àwa ẹ ṣé ma thank you very much ma ẹ ṣé gan ma God bless you ẹ ṣé gan ma ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ma ẹ ṣé ma agbára Ọlọ́run ìyá ní orí wàhálà lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ ṣé ma. Daddy Vengeance, good afternoon sir. Daddy Prince, Daddy Ishaq, my daddy, welcome. Mommy Jumi ọmọ Èkó ẹ ṣé gan sir. Daddy Prince ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kí Daddy Ishaq sáré give submission wọn. Daddy Ishaq, good evening sir. My daddy Ishaq, we are busy. Okay sir. Daddy Prince, okay, Daddy Vengeance, my general sir. Daddy Vengeance, hello, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Okay, no problem. Daddy Vengeance. Okay, thank you, Mommy Yeti.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, thank you all for all you do for justice, and thank you for standing strong. God bless you all. God bless you all, and God bless you all. The justice of Mohbad is a very simple case, and it has been complicated by various people of vested interests. Wunmi by Mohbad because of Liam paternity. However, out of her greediness, because of her unsatisfactory nature for work she never worked for, She didn't stop there. She took a step further to inherit all Mohbad's wealth. One thing is to kill a man. Another thing is to inherit all he has worked for throughout his existence. It is that greediness that has marked Wunmi's doom, as we are all witnessing. Do you all know that if Wunmi actually buy Mohbad the way she did, and she decided to walk away from his properties, you and I might not be here today. If she buy Mohbad the way she did, and she decided to just overlook everything that young man has labored for, you and I might not be here today. In fact, the truth might not be known to millions all over the world like it is known today. People would have been celebrating the killer as a widow. They would have celebrated the instigator, the culprit, as a victim. People would have thought, what a young woman. The nature was so callous to her. The nature was unfair to her. Hey, let us rally around her. This is Mohbad's widow. Let us give her all the support. The whole world would have actually sympathized and be empathetic towards Mrs. Adebanjo. But because she's greedy, she's wicked, she's materialistic, she's demonic, she's satanic, that is why her real identity has now been shown to the world as not a widow, but a killer, like you all now know today. When Mohbad died, Mrs. Adebanjo could have said it was the nurse that injected him after he fought at the show and he died in the process. The whole world would have accepted it. There wouldn't be any reason for exhumation. There wouldn't be any reason for investigation. There wouldn't be any reason for protest. People would have thought, okay, the nurse came to treat him because of the injury and he died in the process. In fact, people will not even ask for the injections or the names of the medications administered to him that cost his life. It is Nigeria. We are very emotional. We would have accepted it. She had lost a husband. Leave her alone. What she needs is the support. What she needs is our prayers. Don't castigate her. Don't ask her any question. The nature has actually dealt a big blow on her. We would have come from that angle. And Mrs. Adebanjo would have been a celebrated widow like she intended to be. But because she's greedy, because she wants to take that boy's properties and money, because she's callous, she does not want to, because she wanted to reap where she did not sow. She wanted to make profit from where she had never invested. That was what brought this doom upon Wunmi, Cynthia Adebanjo. There was nothing that warranted talking about air infection. Nothing warranted talking about the loss of music. Nothing warranted talking about, come and you have killed him, come and take your trophy. Nothing warranted. It was one Bemakaje that they used to stab him. Nothing warranted. They gave him water at the NAFDAC. Nothing warranted all that. It would have been, he was injected and he died after the injection. In fact, don't let me deceive you. The Nigerians might not even go further to ask for the profession, the negligible of the nurse involved. People will not ask, was she qualified? Was she not qualified? People would have seen it as a medical mishaps that could have happened at any time, just like the way it happened in the hospital. In fact, the issue of did he die in the house? Did he die on the road? Did he die in the hospital? Did he die on the motorcycle? Did he die on the bicycle? Did he die in the car? Wouldn't have actually come up. But it is because in our own place, they used to say something. A dog that the gods want to kill, that gods will make that dog run mad first. It was because God has destined Wunmi Adebanjo for destruction. That was why Satan hacking her heart and made her to go for more, even when it was obvious in her mind that she was the killer of Mohbad. It was that confidence. She became cocky. She became arrogant. She became Lord unto herself. She didn't care. She thought because of our daddy Liam, the real father of Liam, our papa Liam, she thought she had everything in her control. Somebody said, even at the burial site of Mohbad, she was cocky and she was telling them that whosoever has two heads should come and ask her what led to the death of Mohbad. That was how cocky, how confident she was after killing Mohbad in his house. And people said she even went to do pedicure on that day that Mohbad was killed. That to show you that Wunmi was unrepentant killer. And not only that, she was gunning for everything Mohbad ever stood for. Demoralization, the estate, crimes. Number one, Abu Ebel is. Abu Ebel was not the one that recorded that phone call. Somebody else recorded it. But it was a three-way call between Wunmi, Iyabo, and Abu Ebel. And in that audio, it was echoed clearly that Wunmi confessed to Abu Ebel who the father of Liam is on the line. That actually can be interpreted to the fact that Mohbad was never the father of Liam. And that was a long time ago, even before the recent confessions came out that further corroborates that fact that Liam did not have the blood of Mohbad, no matter how small, even if it is 0.0001 mil in his veins. No blood of Mohbad flows through his vein. Liam did not have it. So when that thing leaked out, you and I will recall, that was when Abu Ebel started having issues concerning land with Lagos State government, perhaps with federal government in Lagos State. Because that audio was the first eye-opener concerning the real father of Liam, telling us that Liam is not a descendant of Mohbad. And it pained them. However, they attacked Abu Ebel through the legal tussle concerning lands and all that, in order to silence him, telling him not to go further in divulging the secret about the real father of Liam, who Wunmi Adebanjo confessed to Abu Ebel during that phone call. Secondly, I got to know that there has been strong battle concerning Mohbad's house. Wunmi Adebanjo and Iyabo, they have been involved in a long battle concerning selling of that house. They wanted to sell it at all costs. Don't forget, Mohbad made a video where he was talking to Belashmuda. And in that video, Belashmuda was referring to Mohbad as the latest landlord. And Mohbad was working majestically. Mohbad was working successfully as the landlord in Lekki. And Belashmuda was celebrating with him. That confirmed the fact that that house that Mohbad was staying was bought by Mohbad and not rented as Wunmi Adebanjo wanted us to believe. Don't forget that shortly after that video came to the social media, Iyabo came out. Iyabo was saying, no, Mohbad did not buy that house. Mohbad rented the house. It was a brother of my friend that rented it out to Mohbad. No, he did not buy the house. He rented it. I got to know that this was the moment when these unscrupulous bloodsuckers, killers, they were on Abuebe's neck to release the documents of the house to them in order to sell it. That was why they moved all the properties from that house, claiming that they could not be able to pay for the rent or to pay the mortgage of the house. That was why they now said, no. They could not pay. So that's why they were backing out, because they didn't have money to pay. It was a lie. They wanted to sell that house because they knew that that was a crime scene. And they were aware that the longer they leave that house empty, the more the possibility of having a revisit of investigation to that same house. And they don't want that same house to be accessible to anyone that may have the necessary equipment and the technique to do investigation in that house. So they were in a hurry to sell it and collect the money and share it between themselves, just like the way they share GoFundMe that was raised for Liam. However, according to the source, they said Abuebe refused to play their game. He refused to dance to their tune. He refused to give them the house document. And that has actually made that house to remain the way it is today, just like the way it was when they evicted the house. That house, Mohbad house, is still unsold till today because Wunmi Adebanjo and Iyabo did not have access to the document to dispose the house and sell it in order to share the money. These are the two crimes. These are the two crimes that Abuebe committed. And that was why Iyabo made that allegation against Abuebe. I've mentioned it before. Iyabo is a blackmailer. That's what she does under the gist lover. She blackmails people and she collects money in Bitcoin. That's what they do, so that the money will not be traceable. She is a very serious fraudster, blackmailer, and that's what she does for a living. She has nothing that gives him money except doing that and supplying these useless politicians with ladies that have got no future and distorted past. That's what Iyabo does for a living. So it is the battle to sell Mohbad house that has caused serious rift between Abuebe and Iyabo and Wunmi. And that is why up to today, they are unable to sell Mohbad house because they don't have the right document to do so. And Abuebe is not ready to shift the ground for them to do so. Because Abuebe knows that it is only a matter of time before touch is applied to the issue of Mohbad properties. And I love something that VDM said. VDM said, all of you that have collected money from immunization, what did he say? He said, you people should be keeping it. And that is the truth. Every penny you guys have made for immunization, Darosha, DJ Bami, Wunmi Adebanjo, Iyabo, all of you will be held accountable for every penny and kobo. You cannot escape it. Every penny that you have made for immunization since Mohbad's death, since Wunmi Adebanjo killed Mohbad, you are going to account for it. Every penny will be recovered. Every penny will be recovered. Yes. Adìẹ Ranani, kì í ṣe ohun àjẹgbé. You guys cannot escape it. Everything will be recovered. The same way we are doing justice for who killed Mohbad, that's the same way we are going to do justice for Mohbad properties and earnings after we sort out the issue of who killed him. Yeah, the same tenacity, the same energy. And that's why I always tell people that it's going to be a long battle. Adìẹ ti balẹ̀ òkun, ara òrókun, ara òrá adìẹ ni. Ẹni gbégi léra, ẹni tó gbégi léra, okùnbi tó máa gbèdé. Ẹni tó gbé kàkàkí ọba, okùnbi tó ti máa fọ́n ni. Ẹni tó kó ìjà lọ sínú pátá, okùnbi tó máa rìn dé pẹ̀lú ìjà lọ nínú pátá ẹ̀ títí òníta. Ẹni tó pa Mohbad, ó máa jẹ ìyà láyé, á tún jẹ ìyà lọ́run. Kò sí ìsinmi fún gbogbo yín. Everything about Mohbad will be accounted for, including his life and his properties. Anybody that spend one kobo, you will pay for it dearly. Just not taking that person will pay with his life or her life. Mohbad properties will be accounted for in whatever ramifications. So you guys are borrowing it. Darosha, I hope you can hear me. You guys are borrowing Mohbad's money. You are going to pay it back dearly. That is sacrosanct. You cannot cheat Mohbad's spirit. Those that are not entitled to his properties will never have his properties for free. Everything will be torchlighted. Everything will be checked. Everything will be appropriated. Everything will be juxtaposed. Everything will be scrutinized. Everything about Mohbad will be dealt with accordingly. We are going to cross the T and we are going to cross all the highs in every case concerning this Mohbad. The property is as important as the killer case. And we are going to approach it with necessary vigor and energy. So no rest for the killer of Mohbad. Because even his properties, you will not get it. Even his money, you will refund it to the last couple. So there's no rest for you. Everything you have planned in the beginning has become exercise in futility. Firstly, a bastard will not be allowed to inherit Mohbad's property. Secondly, the killer of Mohbad will not be allowed to live a peaceful life. That is it. God bless you, General Blood of Jesus. God bless you, all the panelists. God bless you, those of the comment section.
Mute Mikey now. Mute. Host.
Okay. Okay. Bye, go. General Avengers. Share Bobby bye.
We can hear you now.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless you, General Avengers. Thank you very much, sir, for your good submission. God bless you. God bless your family. Thank you, sir. You are welcome, sir. Daddy Avengers and Daddy Shark. Please, can you give us your submission? Daddy Shark. Good evening, sir.
To be very brief. Good afternoon, good evening. We thank God for His guidance and protection, and for the opportunity to be part of this history. Because what has happened on this justice for Mohbad is now history. And we pray that God will use us to also be on the good side of history for tomorrow. When we started, we we're just following this series of events, and with the God guidance, all of us became a family fighting a common cause. To some who for material gain, selfish interest, or monetary temptation fell by the wayside, they also belong to a side of history. We're also talking about them today. Some of them may not be able to bring out their faces. Some have changed their status. Some are even claiming, oh, it's the same position, and that maybe we misunderstood them in the past. But thank God we are here, we are today. At a time we didn't really know how God will fight this battle. And at every time we thought we were almost losing out, God always show his hand. And the favor of God is what is sustaining this movement to date. From what is coming out and all the damage control that they are doing, it's obvious that they have skeleton in their cupboard. From the day the stupid boy, Objective or what you call him, said, oh, Adura couldn't talk, he tried to reach VDM, I just laugh. Objective. Mohbad, until some of you change your ways. We are not here to play. Forget that we are doing analysis. And she analysis pẹ̀lú mi ojeloju ni. And she analysis pẹ̀lú ìrora ni. And she analysis pẹ̀lú ìbànújẹ́ ni. Objective. You said you've ended your own. There will be no more show on this matter. Somebody can. I just laugh. I said, look at this boy. Somebody who has gotten a new job. You can never stop. That will be the end of your career. Ma babo. Ma interview. Àwọn tán ṣe lánàá gbóná bá wọn dá wọn délé ni. Àwọn Iyabo tán wọ black bonnet tán láwọn ní nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì ìgbóná bá dé. O ní gbà ju 3 days lọ́jọ́ tá bá ra ẹ mú. O ní dé èèyàn mọ́ láyé. Nígbà tá bá dẹ̀ kẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo jẹ́ ṣe gba omi jẹ́ lójú bàbá lọ́ba. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà máa fi kàn rẹ̀ and generations. We think we came here. We are looking for justice for Mohbad. You don't deliver judgment. You don't think CTC. That was statement àwọn suspect. Oh, analysis lobby. Oh, there is nothing that concerns you about we asking for forensic. You go look for that sorrow. You are not a family member. You are not Aloba's family, and you are not Justice family. We know where you belong, and at the appropriate time, your matter will be handled. Well, Abuebe, nípa ti jẹ́wọ́ fún Wunmi ò lè jẹ́wọ́ fẹ́ lómi. It is the super fire that stops the lower fire. Wọ́n ní Iyabo bá landlord sọ̀rọ̀. Ta ló tún lè mọ landlord? Ṣé Wunmi gan mọ landlord? Ṣé Adura mọ landlord? Ṣé ìyá Mohbad mọ landlord? Ta ló mọ landlord? Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ lifestyle bóyá mọ landlord. Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ DJ Bami. Ẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo spending. Ta ló mọ landlord? Landlord wá jẹ́ spirit. Tó yẹ pé àwọn tó ń gbé nínú ilé ò mọ̀. Iyabo ló mọ landlord. Ibi tó ti máa yé yín nìyẹn. Wunmi ò ní I call our landlord. Darosha sọ pé I call the landlord. And tó bá bá landlord ṣe wá di spirit. That none of them interact with. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí landlord náà lè yọjú ńjọ́ kan. Ṣé bá káǹtì èèyàn kan náà ti sanwó rent? Ṣé wọ́n ti gbé receipt rent jáde? But you people that are doubting us, it isn't even the agreement to the house. Ẹ wọ́n jẹ́ ta ti ń béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ lé. Nítorí yẹ kọ́kọ́ gbé jáde fún wa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ lé. Is the agreement of that house. Come and see signature of Mohbad. He signed it. Nítorí yẹ ká ẹ̀kọ́ fún màmá nìyẹn. Kádùrá náà ní pé my brother told me even the landlord is Igbo is your Hausa is a Ghanaian. What if anything wá hàn? DNA Iyabo. Ta ni dá sọ̀rọ̀ landlord? Iyabo. Ta ló ń dá sọ̀rọ̀ royalty? Iyabo. Táwa ariwo táwa náà ń papò fẹ́ jogún ariwo alọ́ba. Ẹni tó bá ní làákàyè àti rí àti mọ̀ tó ń lọ. Wunmi, báwo Wunmi ṣe máa copy agreement ilé yẹn? Ṣé bóyá kí Wunmi tiẹ̀ ti gbé jáde pé àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ professional car dealer, professional nurse, Karimo ń pọ̀ mọ́. Ó yẹ kó nígbà tó Karimo ní I saw the duvet, I saw when they were carrying airport, I saw when they were carrying shoe and shirt. Ó yẹ kí Wunmi kí Karimo náà tiẹ̀ sọ wípé even the agreement of that house, when I went there, I saw the agreement of that house. Karimo ò rí agreement ilé. They are quiet on that. Àbí nígbà tá a ti béèrè kò yẹ kó wà lára béèrè tí Karimo béèrè lọ́wọ́ àbúrò ẹ̀ ni. Káàbúrò ọ̀dẹ sọ pé àǹtí mi ẹ má mà dá wọn lóhùn. This is the agreement of the house. Kódà the money was moved from so account to pay for the house. Ẹ máa tàn wá. When we get to the chapter of properties, we will fight you and we will fight dirty. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dọ́ sọ pé bàbá ò ní dá sọ̀rọ̀ ogún ọmọ yóò dá sí i. Ìní Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ tó wá mú yín. Any traditional wedding ni. Even kan bá gbọ́ tradition tí wọ́n bá ní pé Liam àbí ọmọ kan ló fẹ́ gbowó kan bàbá tó ní custodian ní gbogbo property Mohbad until tí Liam bá tó at doom any age. So gbogbo tó bá jẹ mọ́ property nísìn alọ́ba náà ló tó ní ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ló wà. Is the custodian by the tradition. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá mọ àṣà Èkìtì tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ custom Èkìtì jà lọ́ba lọ ẹ bọ́ ta. Bẹ́ẹ̀ Iyabo wà sọ fún wa pé eléyìí tí bàbá rẹ̀ ogún tó fi ilẹ̀ kó sọ bí tó fi sí bí wọ́n ti pínlẹ̀ bí wọ́n pínlẹ̀ ẹni tó dẹ̀ bá wọn dá sínú fámìlì tiwọn ó wá sọ fún wa. Ẹlẹ́ pack out of the house. Gbogbo òun náà ló nítumọ̀. Àbí wọn pack out of the house so that the focus will shift. We understood that as well. Since the judgment was delivered, since the group chat leaked, have you heard anything from Darusha? Sheyi, manager, Adura, lifestyle, DJ Bami? All of them remain silent. Àwọn tó ń gbénu lẹ́nu yẹn o. None of them go even say, we told you people, our story is this. There is nothing fishy in our story. Everything aligned. Can't you see what has come out of Corona? Can any one of them come out to even put their mouth on what is playing out? Can any one of them talk about the group chat? Do they feel disappointed? Has any one of them talked about the group chat? Níjọ́ tẹ̀ tí ń béèrè personal note. And if you watch that group chat very well, I want to watch justice for Mohbad. None of them mention any of those key suspects. None of, in that group chat, nobody dropped name of any of the people living in the house. Go work with Mohbad and discuss them. They do. Are they saying that there is no suspicion for any of the suspects apart from Naira Marley? Are they saying that people that you are not living with, you give them clean bill on the homicide case? That none of them was brought in, even to link them to Naira Marley. Come on, DJ spending, no. Come on, DJ Bami, no. Can you people go and find out whether any of those people in the house have any link to these guys? So you want us to hold Naira Marley, but you are not discussing any of the suspects in the house to even link to Naira Marley. And people say that we are coming out. And to banika dákẹ́ lórí kéèsì, Ọlọ́run fi òpin sí àdùn ayé. Ó náà wá justice, yóò wá future kò ní rí. Yóò wá progress inú ayé kò ní rí. Orí yàn kan wá progress, ó ń wá justice, ó ń wá future ni. And to bá ní rest. Lẹ́yìn náà ni gbogbo fortune, gbogbo future yóò rest. Ó náà ò ní rí nǹkan kan nú ayé mọ́. To bá ní ká rest. We are talking about a serious matter. We are talking about justice. Gbogbo bí tí wọn náà ti lè rí.
Tap.
Gbogbo bí torí ìrànlọ́wọ́ la lọ́ba ló gbà wá débi
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa tap, ẹ bá wa like, ẹ jọ̀ọ́.
Gbogbo bí tí wọn náà bá ti ń wá ìrànlọ́wọ́ pé káyé ò fi bẹ́tà. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tiẹ̀ náà rest lẹ́nu. We are not joking. Gbogbo bí tẹ́ bá ti ń wá tiẹ̀ náà rest lẹ́nu. Wọ́n pa ènìyàn, wọ́n pa ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Aláwọ̀ wá justice. Àwa níṣẹ́ ni. Ṣé wọ́n sọ pé àníṣẹ́ ni? Àbá ní nǹkan mi ta fẹ́ ṣe. Ṣé wọ́n sọ pé àwọn aṣeré ń bí ni? So, níjọ́ tẹ́ lọ wú òkú jáde. Drama lẹ wá fẹ́ fi wá ṣe. Emotion wa lẹ fẹ́ wá lò. Àwa ń tọwọ́ bọ̀ tó necessary. Kí ni Mohbad ní? Kí ló pa á? Ara tó ní ilẹ̀ náà ni pé sóun ló lọ mọ́. Ẹ̀yin wá ń pín ogún lẹ́yìn. Ẹ pín AC, ẹ pín ajá, ẹ pín inverter. Bàbá ọmọ òsì ń bẹ̀. Ẹ tó pín DNA. Wọ́n ti pín DNA náà. Gbogbo nǹkan alọ́ba. Ẹ wá lẹ fẹ́ parí ìjà. Ẹ wá ní bàbá should bring the family together. Nígbà ẹ ti pín gbogbo nǹkan tán. Ẹ tó ti gbé àdúrà gan pamọ́. Àbí mọ̀gbà tí kọ́mọ ti gbàdúrà ni. Kí wọ́n ló tún kù tá a fẹ́ mọ̀? Kí ni alọ́fà fẹ́ kó dọkọ̀ mọ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad? Ẹ ti kó gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́nà. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń wá peace, ẹ dá gbogbo nǹkan Mohbad padà. Nígbà ẹ bá dá padà tó pé àti monetization àti royalty àti gbogbo ẹ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ pé pérépéré. Gbẹ̀yẹn la fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Èèyàn máa ọba kan máa jọba láìsí èèyàn núùlù. Nígbà tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ̀kòrò dúdáwó. Ẹ fi Lẹ́kì ṣe lé, ẹ sọ̀kòrò dúdáhóró. Ẹ wá ní ká lọ́ba wá jọba. Ọba abo ṣé kó wá jọba Lẹ́kì tẹ́ ẹ ti tà tán ni? Àbí kọ́dọ̀ba Àkòròdú tẹ́ ẹ sọ́dáhóró? Tí ẹ bá ṣe pọ́lọ́run tí ò sọ́dáhóró. Ẹ wá ní peace wo ló tún kù? Àdúrà ní kì í ṣe bàbá òun. Immobilization ó wọlé. Àwọn tí ò jẹ́ àwọn dàrósà, àwọn ní lówó ra mọ́tò, àwọn ní rówó ṣe wedding. Àwọn ìyàwó àwọn ń lọ Tanzania, wọ́n ń lọ Ìbàdàn. Ojú kan náà la lọ́ba wà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rá lọ́ba tó bá travel lórí justice ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rá lọ́ba tó bá kọrin lórí justice ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rá lọ́ba tí bá ń jó. Kìí ṣe gbogbo ijó ni ijó enjoyment. Ìyá àbèjì tí ń tọrọ owó tọgbọ́mọ méjì dání ẹjọ́ entertainment ní ṣe ni. àbọ̀rọ̀ ajé àbíbi tí kádàrá ti lọ. Ẹ bá ní bàbá tí ń gbẹnu sí máìkì enjoyment ni kéèyàn sọ wípé Ọládìméjì sọ mí dà láròyé ẹ mọ̀ túmọ̀ ẹ̀ ni ó lọ Ọládìméjì ó lọ sọ ń dà láròyé kádàrá ni. Bọ̀tẹ̀ yín kan lójú ti yín bàbá tó ń kọrin ṣe yẹ kí bàbá máa kọrin irú orin tẹ́ ń kọ yẹn irú orin tí ń kọ yẹn tọ́jú enjoyment fẹ́ yẹn ẹ̀yin náà kọ tó bá jẹ́ pé enjoyment ni irú orin tí bàbá yẹn ń kọ tó ń pè ẹ má dààmú mi mọ́ irú rẹ̀ náà ní kẹ́yìn náà ẹ gbàdúrà kẹ́yìn náà kọ fún orin bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ bá ní sí ìlú. Àwọn èèyàn ń fi èèyàn lọ Tanzania lásán wọ́n kàn ní wàá máa lọ ilé ẹ má dà wà láàmú ó bẹ́ẹ̀ ta ni ó fò jáde ni. Nǹkan kan ò ṣe ọlọ́pàá kan pè lásán pé ẹ máa bọ̀ ẹ yọjú sí Alábùjá ó dáná sílé ń tiẹ̀ ni bàbá tó dẹ̀ bímọ lẹ́yìn dẹ̀ sọ pé they summon the man baba has to come tomorrow. Ìyá Mohbad was here today she's even looking beautiful. Tomorrow anybody that refuses to come the police can do anything for that person. Bàbá tó mẹ ẹ kú wọ́n wá ní kí Yomi ọmọ bọ̀ ní police station ó sá lọ ó ní afẹ́ pakóredé. Wọ́n ní kí Iyabo ọmọ bọ̀ ní police station ó sá lọ. Òjijì ọlọ́pàá lónílé rí onílé tí ń ṣépè fún bàbá òjijì lásán lórí onílé ń sá lọ. And àwọn people you want they think that we are all fools. Why is the man not on the run? Why is the man consistent in his story? Why is it that every coming is coming to confirm the man's story? Driver gbẹnu sí gbogbo ndo sọ ọjọ́ mọ́rọ̀ Babadi ọ̀rọ̀ baba Mohbad. Àwọn dádì mi Liam ṣé kò jọ mọ́rọ̀ baba. If the DNA prove negative, nobody should point at the real father. Ṣé kò jọ mọ́rọ̀ baba. Naira Marley is not the one. Naira Marley is not the one who actually did it. Let us go and think of this. Ṣé kò jọ mọ́rọ̀ baba. Mohbad died inside the house. Ṣé kò jọ mọ́rọ̀ baba. Carpenter tẹ́ ní ò mọ nǹkan kan tẹ́ lámùkún mẹ́kọ ni. Ó ń lọ ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ń ṣáájú tẹ́yìn wá ń tẹ̀lé. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wá tún wà lẹ́yìn ní ó tún tì ní kiri. Ó wà níwájú ó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ wá wà láàrin ó wá ń sọ yín dìdàkudà nú ayé. Ẹ wò gbà tẹ́ ẹ purọ́ má lọ́ba ẹ wò pé tó gbà. Èpè alọ́ba wàá wọ international ẹ wò pé tí Iyabo Òjó ń gbà lẹ́yìn. Ẹ wò pé tí Iyabo ó sì ń rìn ni. Èpè tí Iyabo gbà yọ̀wọ̀ Guinness Book of Record lórí kan ni. Èpè tí ó wọ Guinness Book of Record ni. Ó ń rìn wọ́n ni ṣáàdì gbogbo àwọn tí ń kọ́ jáde yẹn àwọn àbẹ̀ ní ìdèdè rìn àwọn ìyá kan tí ń pé ékinní àwọn ìyá òpònú ìyá tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó tún wá ń kọ̀nfàmù ọ̀rọ̀ láì mọ̀ ibi tó pọlọ wọn dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún wọn lábu ebèlì o wọn ló fún yàn ní dírọ́ọ̀gì o wọn wá ní ó bẹ nìyẹn sùn o ìgbà tí wèrè àbẹ̀ní ó jáde ó lẹ́ẹ̀lì parọ́ ni òun ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá yẹ pé ti dírọ́ọ̀gì ni òun lè gbà ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí yẹn ti gba ti dírọ́ọ̀gì yẹn ní dírọ́ọ̀gì dẹ̀ náà fi sínú ìdí fi ń bá wọn sùn ṣé kò ti gbà kejì dídìrín yá ó ní tó bá jẹ́ ìṣe ti wáyé ṣe rí pé ntí VDM sọ òótọ́ ni ó ní Abuebe may be the next target. Ìgbà téèyàn sọ pé Abuebe ò bá yàn sùn ṣùgbọ́n òun lè gba ti dírọ́ọ̀gì wọ́n dẹ̀ ní dírọ́ọ̀gì náà fi bá yàn sùn ṣé kò ti gba méjèèjì papọ̀. Ẹ wò àwọn olórí burúkú amukun mẹ́kọ tí èsè pé yàn tán lé alọ́ba àbí blessing wá járòbó wọ́n wá fẹ́ dáwó àkáǹtì blessing ọ̀wọ́bẹ̀. Kí ni èjì blessing kí ni èjì àdúrà kí ni èjì DJ Bami DJ Flash kí ni èjì ìyá Mohbad kí ni èjì ìyá DJ Flash. Nígbà tó ń béèrè owó tó ń béèrè àkáǹtì ìyá DJ Flash wà àkáǹtì DJ Flash wà blessing ni ò wà lákáǹtì bí ìyá Mohbad ò bá lákáǹtì àkáǹtì ìdàrọ́ṣà ṣe gbowó sí wọ́n páàkì wọn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan. Blessing ni òun kó yẹ kó mọ DNA resort tí wọ́n fi ìyá rẹ̀ ṣe èmi ò rí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń lo kádàrá èèyàn tẹ́lẹ̀ tó fi ń gbà lójú wọ́n gba material lẹ́nu ìyá Mohbad wọn ò sì gbé resort lé lọ́wọ́ wọ́n gba ọmọ lọ́wọ́ Abọ́sẹ̀dé wọ́n gba ọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọn ò sì fún ní replacement tí wọ́n fi lè sọ wípé òun ló bí ọmọ. There is no result today tí wọ́n gbélé ìyá Mohbad lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n fi lè sọ pé truly ìwọ ló bí Mohbad. ọwọ́ ẹnu rẹ̀ náà ti kó gbogbo material tí wọ́n lọ fi ṣe secret DNA o tí wọ́n celebrate pé yes we have done it secretly. Copy result ò sí lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ o kò sí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ o. Blessing sì wà láyé bí ìyá Mohbad ò bá rí ìwé kà Blessing ò lè kà ni. wọ́n gba àdúrà lọ́wọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ Abọ́sẹ̀dé ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n tún gbà lọ́wọ́ òun náà ó kàn jọ ń sùn wọ́n jọ ń jí lójú kan náà ni àdúrà ò sí lọ́wọ́ Abọ́sẹ̀dé àbúrà ti lọ àdúrà wọn ti pàdúrà sínú ayé tipẹ́tipẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ pé wọ́n pàdúrà sínú ayé wọ́n gbé kámẹ́rà sádùúrà lójú ẹ̀ superstar wọ́n dẹ̀ ń sọ fàdúrà pé àdúrà kò lè sòyìnbó Yorùbá láfi ṣe interview fún o náà dẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn ayẹ́ta lára ní ilé àlọ́sọ ìgbà táwa dé international star so lè kọrin Cameroon so lè kọrin Kútọ́nù so lè dé Ghana ṣé wọ́n ti gba Abọ́sẹ̀dé wọ́n ti gba àdúrà lọ́wọ́ Abọ́sẹ̀dé gbogbo jíjẹ mímu rírìn káàkiri àdúrà ọwọ́ King White ló wà ẹ wàá mọ bí King White ṣe jẹ́ King White jẹ́ family ẹ̀ nígbà Abọ́sẹ̀dé ó tún lọ bá bàbá Mohbad ó ní kán jọ kán mọ ó ní kán appreciate King White gan-an